What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I wasn't going to record today. I was actually just buttoning up a few things here with the CRX. Random grommets in the engine bay. I forgot one of the brake lines to go to the prop valve on the passenger side, so I bent that into place, and that's all nice and secured. So I figured since I already tackled what I wanted to do today, you know, as far as buttoning up this car goes, I was like, let's go through some of our packages. So I've been compiling a lot of stuff here for the CRX, and I'm very eager to get this into the car because it is ready to go. Everything right here in the front of the engine I can take care of in the car because no T-bracket, all the space, no radiator, it's all accessible. But the reason why I have not planted this in the car yet is because I don't have a header. Actually, I do in the bottom tote right there. I have a KTUNED budget header, but because I want to make the most power I could out of this stock engine, I have big tubes coming, and it was sent to me from a subscriber. I truly appreciate it. We'll show that to you guys once we get it. So the reason why I need the big tube is I need to slap it on, see what I got to modify on the subframe, modify the subframe, paint the subframe, and then the engine can go into place. But we're not worried about that right now, guys. Today I want to go through this package right here. I want to show you guys that because this is actually another sponsored video. Jenga, we're looking good. This guy I've been waiting for a little while to unbox it with y'all. And the reason why I've been waiting is because I still don't have my thermal gasket. I'm waiting for the thermal gasket to show up from JBTUNED USA. The first box showed up, and I don't know why the second box is not here yet. So I'm not going to install this onto the engine yet. Yes, this is an intake manifold. I was looking around trying to find a cheap RBC manifold, and then I came across a manifold on eBay, which was listed as a brand from Maxpeedingrod. So I was like, I know Maxpeedingrod has been trying to reach out to me, and I haven't really had a need to get anything until now. So I hit a Maxpeedingrod, sent them a proposal, and surprisingly enough, they watched the video. That's freaking awesome. And I told them, I said, hey, I need intake manifold, and I was wondering if you guys, you know, are willing to help the channel in any way, especially with the budget KRX build. Without hesitation, they were like, yo, we got you. We chatted a little bit, we verified, and they sent your boy an intake manifold for the K20 motor. Maxpeedingrod has so much products on their website, and also, guys, they have a lot of warehouse here in America. So if you guys order anything from Maxpeedingrod, your order will get processed and shipped within 12 hours. And if you guys are going to be buying anything from Maxpeedingrod, we got you guys a discount code as well too. Before you guys check out your cart, be sure to enter in the coupon discount section YSTATIC, YSTATIC, to get a little discount off your purchase. There are so many things to choose from, so be sure to go in the link in the description below, check out their website, find something you guys may need, and hook yourself up. So in this package, be sure to cut away from yourself and not towards yourself, right? Check it out, Maxpeedingrod's customer service card. Oh, there's all the locations for all of the Maxpeedingrod warehouses around the world. This is funny. I've never seen this kind of packaging before. Is this supposed to be a glass? Wine glass? Take a sip. Oh, this manifold, yo. Oh, yo. We have a manifold for our K series, guys. We have a manifold for our K series. They do offer this in the raw cast aluminum color and black. Now this manifold is for the K24 style, the K20Z3 style, but like any RBC manifold, you have to modify the water neck thing right here, because the K series, the K20 in general, they have their own water neck right there. So we're gonna have to cut this off to fit our K20 heads, and I think that's what we're gonna do today as far as this video goes. Once again, big shout out to Maxpeedingrod for sponsoring this video, this build. And if you guys want to check out some products that they have, be sure to hit the link in the description below. If there's something that you guys want or need, or something that catches your eye, be sure to use the discount code YSTATIC at checkout so you guys can save a little bit of money on your new parts. So here's what I think. This manifold is cast aluminum, right? Pretty sturdy, pretty heavy. So there's a few things that I noticed. These runners, they're not perfectly ovaled. I don't know if you guys can see that, right? It's more blockish. This is more circled. This is blocked. And this is something I definitely want to port and clean up. You can't really see here inside the runners, but the runners aren't like sharp as you'd want them to be as far as airflow goes. So I think what I'm going to do with this in a later time, once I order all of the burring tools for porting, I'm going to cut this manifold open. I'm going to pour out the runners, and then I'm going to weld it back. And then I'm going to try to mate it to like a 70 mil throttle body. If anybody has a 70 mil throttle body for sale for K series, let me know, because I need one. And if I don't, I'm probably going to make something up. Another thing right now is that typically you would use the intake manifold gasket to kind of get your outline for where you got to cut as far as this section goes. I don't have an intake manifold gasket, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stock PRB manifold that's sitting right there. I'm going to mark out the flange with the cardboard here, and then I'm going to transfer it over, make my mark, cut more, and then trim to fit. So I think that'll work. Alright guys, so this is pretty simple to do here. I'm just going to move this intake manifold out of the way, and here is a stock PRB RSX Type S manifold, and I got a cardboard right here. This is an intake manifold gasket cardboard from like O'Reilly's, and just line it up pretty straight right there. Get this all the way to the edge right here. Doesn't matter if it's overlapped or whatever the case is, because we're going to mark it out and we're going to cut it. Line it up, mark it, swirly swirly. Got the squiggly line right here, and go ahead and just cut that out just like this. Make sure this line's back up, get an idea of where the hole's at, punch a hole through there. You can put a 12 to hold that into place, right? The other hole somewhere there. I mean, we don't need to go further out this way. This is all we need, just this corner. So go ahead and just take that back out. Now on this manifold, we're going to be cutting off where the water pipe side is at, right here, right? And again, we're just going to line up this hole, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it further out so we can trim to fit. You don't want to cut it right on the line, because you can take material away, but you can't add material back. So I'm going to go ahead and make this line, right? And I'm probably going to scoot it out or cut on the outside of the permanent marker. Actually, I'm going to make this fatter. That's at least a 1/4 inch line right there. Pretty thick if you ask me. Alright guys, so we got the manifold cut. It's not the greatest, the cleanest cut, but I did, like, you know, use a flap disc 120 to kind of get all the line scratches off of it, and I rounded the edges to kind of make it look like it's meant to be there, although it was there because we just cut the water neck off. But once I paint this all black, you're not going to notice that. I did notice that there were these little holes down here, right? They go all the way through to the inside, and it also came with a little baggie. I'm not sure what this bracket is for. It's super thin, it's aluminum. I'm not sure where that goes, but it does come with these 2 little barbs, and these 2 little barbs are supposed to be pressed in here for a vacuum source. Now if you're not using any vacuum source, you can always plug it up. I did notice this guy right here. I don't know where it came from, and I'm still trying to figure out where it came from, because I don't see it anywhere here. I don't see it anywhere there, and I don't see it anywhere on the intake manifold. But the important part is that I'm running a booster. This guy is in place, and I think what I'm going to do is, maybe that's what that is. Yep, that is what that is. I'm not even sure what that is either, because typically you run the temp sensor here, you eliminate this guy, it gets blocked off anyways, so not a big deal. I can always block that off. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take these suckers off, because you can see how loose they are. I'm going to grind it up pretty nice inside and on this barb itself, as well as these little ones. Put JB Weld, glob it back in there, position it how I want it, and let that set. But not my concern as of right now. Right now, let's see if this manifold fits. Dang it, just a tad bit more. Actually, I can see it hitting right there just a little bit, and this corner right there just a little bit. I'm gonna grind that off a little bit more, guys, and hopefully one last time, and we'd have ourselves an intake manifold. So after shaving off this corner right there, we finally got the manifold to fit. Check it out. All the way flush to the head. Hell yeah. I'm gonna put some bolts on here real quick so this thing can stay in place. Damn, y'all, I am pumped about this manifold. I've been looking for one for a long time, and I'm glad I came across this manifold, and big shout out to Maxpeedingrod for hooking it up. Also went to my buddy's house and traded some B2D gear. He hooked it up with this OG AEM fuel rail, and this right here is going to match the car because the car is silver, the fuel rail is silver, and this right here goes on like so. But hold on, we're not done yet. Also, in part of the fuel system, guys, went over to my buddy Brian's house this past weekend. He is the owner of B&R Fittings, and he pretty much hooked your boy up with the rest of the fuel system for the car. And we're going to be covering everything as far as the fuel system goes when we get to you know, doing all the lines and everything. But give you guys a quick little sneak peek on what he hooked me up with. Again, one item crossed off the list. Actually, multiple items crossed off the list. But all the fittings and everything I need to do my fuel system. And the most important thing is that we now have a fuel pressure regulator. This is a Fuel It mini regulator, nice and compact, and this is going to be perfect for all motor. We don't need a ton of fuel pressure. I believe this goes up from 40 to 80. I'm not 100% on it. I am going to cover everything related to the fuel system when we get to it. The fuel rail, the injectors, the lines, the regulator, where I'm mounting it, how I'm mounting it, all the fittings that I need is all in here, guys. And if you guys want to get some fuel fittings for your car, be sure to hit up B&R Fittings in the description below. So like I said, guys, I wasn't planning on recording anything today, but I was so eager to check out the intake manifold, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Big shout out again to Maxpeedingrod. Thank you guys for sponsoring this video, this build, and this intake manifold is going to come in clutch for when we try to make as much power as we can with the stock K28 too. If you guys want to check out some of their products, be sure to hit the link in the description below. And if you guys are purchasing something, be sure to use the discount code YSTATIC to save a little bit on your purchase. Again, shout out to my buddy Rex for hooking it up with his fuel rail. Now this is another item checked off the list. And once again, big shout out to Brian at B&R Fittings for hooking it up with the fuel system for the car. We're definitely going to cover everything in details when it comes to it. So I'm going to wrap it up tonight, guys. If you enjoyed this short video, be sure to give this video a like, and if you guys want to stick around and see the engine and the car, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.